Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I am on Ceres and I've just gone ahead and moved our... looks like a tunnel. Moved our miner, and I figured while I was here... oh, hello. Well, thanks for that. Also, be careful with that webbing. I figured while I was here, I would look for a dungeon. Alright, here we go. Cool. I don't remember what Ceres is, but let's go ahead and do this. Alright. Pretty not complicated boss. I don't remember if you're supposed to, like, actually be hitting those back at him. I don't remember if that... usually there is some sort of mechanic. No, I don't think that's... I think we just need to not die and do this. Alright, well this is going to take forever. Am I going to, like, run out of... might run out of... wonder if this would do better. Eh, not really. Alright, well, you saw the boss. Do this for 10 minutes and we'll be back. Alright, there we go. That was a boring 5 minutes. Used, well, almost 300 arrows. I'm sure there was probably some mechanic that I was just brute forcing. I don't know, maybe something with the water. I feel like I was missing something because both the sword and the crossbow did the exact same damage, so I don't know. Oh well, it's done. It's over with. That says tier 4, but it was actually tier 3. Alright, that's all I need. I don't need any of this. It's just going to clog up my inventory. You can even throw... I'll keep the zombie heads. Omnicon. Yeah, none of that is interesting. Alright, cool. So there we go. Ceres, never have to come back here ever again. And this will open up the way to get us our tier 4 rocket. Hello. All right, so let me get back to the base. I'm just gonna get out of here so I can launch my rocket. I guess I could just dig straight up. Or is there? No, there's no. I was like, is there bedrock blocking you from digging up? I don't think there is actually. I'm thinking of the Twilight Forest. Hello. The Twilight Forest has that. But all right, so let's meet back in the base and. This, when I did put the mine down, I was making sure everything was being teleported out into the base, and I was getting a bunch of titanium, which is perfect. So, saltpeter, titanium, we are good to go. Okay, we are back, and the thing has been chugging along. We have almost 4,000 saltpeter. I mean, we can see lazurite, sodalite, electrotine. That thing is chugging along. Unfortunately, dumping this all in the A system unprocessed is not what I want, but we'll get to that sooner than later. Where am I getting tiny piles of ashes from? I usually don't like putting that in there. Is that the coke oven or something like that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we must be getting that from some process. I don't know though. But yeah, I don't like tiny piles, and that just takes up room. I could even... I mean, that is like 1,000 to 2 stacks or whatever. Anyway, so that... yeah, we even emptied out one thing. We have a ton of saltpeter that needs to get processed. So I figured I would just set up a very basic ore thing until I can get the multi-blocks. So that's probably going to be like my next big project, a processing room, but these require, as we can see, difficult circuits. They require a bunch of IV stuff, and I'm kind of short on iridium and stuff. Can we do... Yes, all right. We can actually do ZPM. That's why I have my circuits up here, so I can remember what I can remember which tier is which. I don't know if anyone's ever wondered why I have all the circuits up there. It's so I can like quickly, because I forget what, if I need LUV, I'm like, oh, that's right, it's this one we're on. And then obviously as the crystal one, I will update it with the next group. But yeah, so I've gone ahead and just done a very simple little ore setup here. This is very basic. I'm using these ore dictionary type filters, which actually makes this really easy, to be honest. These don't use power either. I don't know if you even need to do... Like, I don't even know why there's different tiers of them if they don't use power. I don't know. But as we can see, they're not hooked up to power and they work fine. But basically, all I've done is a whitelist and a blacklist of this. So I'm basically... Saltpeter ore goes in here, it gets washed down into purified, and then in here I have a crushed purified, a whitelist that sends it into there, as we can see, and then this is a blacklist of crushed purified. So anything that's not crushed purified goes in this way into here and into the interface. And then same with this centrifuges the purified. Fresh centrifuged whitelist goes into there, and then the blacklist back here goes into the interface, and then obviously the macerator outputs go into the interface. So that's just a very basic ore processing. I can just say, okay, I want to process this. I throw down whatever ore in there, but it's very, very slow. I know that. We're going to upgrade it as soon as I have all the resources for all the multi-blocks, but they're a little bit more complicated than, say, a large chemical reactor or a wire mill or something like that. Yeah, that setup's not going to work for things that need to be sifted, like emerald ore, lapis, coal, I think it was another one, diamond, any of that. That's not really going to work for this. Because it's going to thermal centrifuge it. There's no setup for that, but we'll worry about that. I just wanted to start getting the saltpeter done. Now I have also decided I actually need a corpus. I want to process this sodium chloride, or not sodium, calcium chloride. We got 2,300. It is used in some processes, but I haven't really been doing the tungstates because we have so much scheelite. I've been skipping this step just to get... I've just been processing the scheelite. As we can see, I have almost 2,000 scheelite. So I haven't been processing the tungstate. So, yeah, and we get the calcium. Is it calcium chloride? Yeah, calcium chloride. We also get it from this, like, we're going to do this eventually. Probably today, actually, we're going to get this. So we need the calcium there. And we also get it from this process. So calcium, the platinum, we also get calcium chloride there. So basically, I just want to process this all down and electrolyze it to get the calcium back. I don't know if it's a waste, but I don't have a ton of calcium. I can get it from bone meal, which would be like an easy way to I think you can grow bone meal from the corpse plant. One of them does bone meal, I think. I think, I don't remember. I think I have room for one more. It looks like, yeah. Looks like I have. Yeah, I only have 21 channels there, so we are good on channels. We'll just output this. And that goes back into the interface. We will throw that on there. I don't even know if I might be pushing this cable, having these 4 machines running constantly. I don't know if I have enough amps going down here, to be honest. But, all right, there we go. So that's just going to pop that in there. We're going to get a calcium back. We are going to get chlorine, which we do not need. I am just going to void that. And do that. I'm just going to... Probably don't even need an HV1. We can just use our MV1s that I don't need anymore. So let's just do that. Sorry about that. An alarm set for something in real life. Yeah, that's fine. There's no point. I mean, technically, it's not. Once it goes through them all, it's just voiding basically. All right, so that is that set up to do that. I just didn't want to. I just want to have enough calcium to last us as long as possible because I just didn't want this to run out and then start voiding. I did think about throwing a interface or a. I did think about putting a item detector on there to have it turn off if something happens. But we'll just leave that. All right, so that, yeah, that needs to be processed down. Oh, I need to do this. I have moved this. If we remember last episode, we had issues with the output. It was putting it in the wrong output. So I've moved this to output over here. And then I will just have it input there. All right, and there. So that will output the stuff into there. Now, is it? I don't remember what. It's 10. That's right. We have all our saltpeter, our salt water. We're good. We just need the 10. I gotta throw a muffler on that. I hate that sound. Double check I have everything. Yeah, and that outputs into there. All right, cool. So now I gotta work on the next part of this. I think the one problem is if for something like if this fills up and this is not running, we will be voiding items, and I really don't want that to happen. So maybe I will adjust that with item detectors. And you know what? We could even throw the output bus there. And I mean, I could have like a buffer. Oh, I was like, do I have a thing on there? I do have a. Oh, well. I mean, like, yeah, I probably can't put 2 machine covers on that. All right, I'm going to let that run and we'll just see. I think we'll be good. It just depends if something runs out. Then we'll have issues. And moving on, I have crafted up another blast furnace here. As I was looking at this, I was kind of thinking I don't know if I love this yet, but for now it works, and that's like the main part. I kind of, what I would originally planned was each of the metals is kind of like its own little process. So we got, our palladium, our rhodium, ruthenium, osmium, platinum, and iridium. And I was kind of going to have its own each little part separate from each other. And I realized I kind of messed that up a little bit. I don't know. I may separate stuff out and kind of organize it a bit better. Like I said, I just wanted to get this up and running. But if we remember, we are down to... we processed this down into sodium ruthenate and the rarest metal residue dust. And that comes out here. Now, what I've actually done is, just so I can get kind of organized, is I kind of have a chest at the end of what I have to deal with next. And what I've decided, and unfortunately this is going to be... I didn't have room to do another input bus shared. So what I've actually done is, with this output bus, this is going to output into here as well as that. So I've actually done conduits. I could do the filters, but that makes it, these full blocks just to filter stuff, makes it very, very bulky. I don't know, maybe if I decide to rearrange this a little bit. But yeah, basically I just have an extract there, and then I have filters where the stuff needs to go. So this rarest metal that we are producing is going to go into this blast furnace right here and produce this iridium residue dust. Now that is going to come out of here as well. So I'm going to throw the filter on this thing just so I can see that this is working. Now I have input hatch, hydrochloric acid, an output hatch, which produces the osmium stuff. Basically, we're separating, every time we send this dust through, we're separating stuff out. So this is osmium iridium. Now we're going to get iridium by itself and osmium by itself, but the osmium is a fluid. So I have that there. There is a tank over there. So let me turn this on and see if... I didn't even look at the... I just realized I didn't even look at the... Alright, I was like, I didn't even look at what tier it needs to be. We're good though. But does it need did it need a... Yes, it needs an 11. And that doesn't work in there, does it? I have to put that in the input bus. I hope that doesn't screw anything up. I don't think it will. Like, that original one needs 11, but this one, that one doesn't. I think we'll be fine. Let me go grab an 11. Ew. Here, let's just do like... We'll just do a bunch of circuits because I need a whole bunch of these circuits. All right, and then, yeah, so that will get us the iridium. I do remember having to send it through an 8 IV thing, but that's going to get us this sludge dust, residue dust. Sludge dust, residue dust. There's an extra dust in there, I think. And iridium dioxide dust. So that is what we're going to need to worry about. This just gets centrifuged down into gold and silicon. I will probably just send that into... I'm not going to worry about that in the process. This will just go in the A system for now. All right, cool. So that, and then I want to say 11. That was close. So if we put this in, that's the output bus. No, it needs to go here, doesn't it? Input bus, yeah. All right, so it's not even actually in that. We'll put that in there. All right, so there we go. That is doing that. Let's just double check everything is okay. I don't want to void anything. That's the biggest issue, is voiding everything if I screw something up. All right, so that'll go in there. Let me just double check the osmium stuff is going in there. until I can get to it. It looks like it. Yeah. All right. Osmium solution. And all those, I think we'll probably just not. We probably won't have those in a tank when I finish this all out. But for now. All right. So I think we're, yeah, I can just basically process all that. All right, cool. So that is that part done. So what do we want to do next? The sodium ruthenate, that just goes in a chemical reactor with chlorine and gives you ruthenate, ruthenium tetra something something. Right, the oil cracker. I remember this process. So this is what I'm kind of thinking, like we get sodium ruthenate from this. Now I'm going to split off, like I don't want to have this in a row again. I'll kind of go off on its own little group for sodium ruthenate. So I'll probably like do it like right here and then have that go into a oil cracker, which is a bit of a pain. You could do the fluid heater, but you get double if you do in an oil cracker. The 17. And then distill that down. So that's going to be its like own little process, which isn't the easiest thing in the world. I don't think I have enough room there for that, actually. I'm going to have to look. Okay. Oh, I don't have that sodium done yet. Let me leave that there. All right. We do have that taken care of. Yeah, so I need to do that, and the next part, which is the iridium dioxide. So again, I'm going to need 2 chemical reactors here. Although, see, now that I'm looking at it, it's like, we technically could... Oh, that's chlorine. Just kidding. I was thinking they were the same. I was thinking of both of these actually needed hydrochloric acid, but no, they're different. I mean, technically this is all the iridium stuff. The only thing that's sort of like in the wrong bit is this platinum one. It probably should be like over here. Maybe I'll move it or something just to kind of keep it separate. Like this is platinum, this is the iridium. So maybe I'll keep going this way. All right, I think that's what I'll do. Chemical reactor, right here. And that should be hydrochloric acid. Yep, there we go. All right, as I'm doing this, I am getting like ideas of how I actually want to rearrange this. Like this, for example, yeah, I don't like that. So I'm gonna have to do something with that. I just didn't have any other way to connect it. And I realized this iridium metal, I forgot this has to go back in a blast furnace. I was thinking this is the one that goes in the chemical reactor, but no. So this is actually going to go back in the input bus. So I have I added it to the thing. So I think this should work. Basically, that will gets melted down into the iridium, and then that gets piped out, and then put this back in the thing to get this. Now I have the sludge dust going in there, and then the other one going in there. So let's just double check this works. So this is the output bus. It should go in there. This should turn on. Unless I've done something. A 1. Those dang circuits. I could also, obviously, I'm just using the LV hatches and buses because the stuff's all going to be processed. It shouldn't be backing up. If I do need more room somewhere, obviously I can do a bigger bus. All right, so there. That should be going down, and that is going in there. All right, cool. That's getting piped out into there, and the iridium dioxide is going into there. Perfect. All right, so iridium dioxide, hydrochloric acid, that gets acidic. That, and what we're actually going to do is pipe it back into an input hatch, and we're going to have, let me get rid of that. We're good with that now. Let me turn that on. Ooh, before I do that, let me toolbox. All right, so that is really quick too. Yeah, so there is a acidic iridium, and I've done all these quests. Yeah, I've done all these quests. I did a huge batch in the beginning. It's been a while since I've actually had to do it, but now that I've run out of all the iridium, just double checking. Yeah, we're fine. So we're going to pipe this back in. I'm actually going to turn this off right now because the chain hasn't finished, and I don't want it to start voiding stuff. So the acidic iridium solution, and that gets into iridium chloride. Now, ammonium chloride, I am actually making an electrolyzer for a chemical reactor. And it's just ammonia and hydrochloric acid. It's actually really easy to make. So I'm like, do I want to add extra machines over here to convert it back down? Hold on. Let me, if we do the iridium chloride, man, there's so many of these brown dusts. It is it's getting me confused. All right. So I need, wait, we're doing acidic iridium. This is the one we're at now. I guess I was thinking, I'm like, ammonium chloride, we get ammonia back. What do I do with the ammonia? Do I just void it? I don't think I'm going to worry about this ammonia. Yeah. Do I want to... I was like, I could... No, we'll keep... I'll just do one chemical reactor per process. Maybe I could narrow it down, but... Alright. So basically, we do that, iridium chloride, and then yet another large chemical reactor with an input bus or something like that. Alright, and this one needs to be EV. I thought it had to be IV. I thought I remember, but maybe I was mistaken. And then calcium chloride, which will probably be fluid solidified and then turned back into calcium. All right, so let me finish this. I guess just 2 more chemical reactors. Well, I could do 3 in a row and just have it pipe the stuff in, couldn't I? Okay, there is the calcium that we need, and I think this is the final bit here. For, well, just for iridium. We still have I still have a lot to go. But this is just such an important part. And plus it's like really cool when you get the whole thing. Everything fixed and sorted out. Alright, so we do have 2 more. So this is like, this is the iridium line, basically. that I've come up with. We could probably condense it and stuff, but this is kind of what I come up with. All right, so as we know, this is iridium dioxide is going into there, producing acidic iridium solution. I will maybe do hatches or fluid detectors. I don't know. But all right, the next part is the acidic iridium solution mixed with ammonium chloride. I did do that, right? Yeah. I think it's in between these two, actually, just the way it kind of worked out. So in theory, all right. Yes, there we go. There is the iridium chloride. And then pretty sure I don't have one for the ammonia. We're just kind of voiding it, which feels kind of bad, but it's easy to make. Hydrogen and nitrogen. All right, so there is that part, and then we will auto output that into this one, which is calcium, iridium chloride, and then we get the calcium chloride, which we're not going to void. We are definitely going to keep that. That just needs to go into a fluid solidifier, which I may actually rearrange this a little bit so I can just do something like make this a big one. Maybe that's what we'll do. And also I need to build out the floor. I don't like always hovering over. We'll do this. Turn that off. I will put the fluid solidifier right here, attached to that, and then outputting into there is what we'll do. And that way it's kind of hidden, but it should work. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I just need the fluid solidifier right there. And there. All right, cool. So that is the whole iridium part of the line, at least. Now I can go ahead and get all this processed. And there we go. There is iridium. I do have to deal with the metallic sludge and this sludge dust. We will just centrifuge them down. I will just send it into the centrifuge that we have over there. But for the most part, yeah, there we go. Oh, I got to turn that off. I don't know. I'm not dealing with that yet. I don't want to avoid it. So, all right, there we go. There is the iridium line. All right. Unfortunately, not the whole thing. We got to do the rest of the... You got to do the rest of the... Oh, actually... All right, I'm actually going to leave that. Now I'll put that back down so I don't forget it. Yeah, we got to deal with the rutheniate. I don't know which one we're going to do next. Osmium is probably the one that we need next. But, there we go, iridium again. Woo! We got a whole bunch when we originally did the quest line. But, yeah, I've gone through it all. But that will let us finally get our energy hatches and stuff, because I can't do any of the IV energy hatches, which is a bit of a pain. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.